So just to finish up the previous video regarding me being shown away from Tshwane District Hospital after having my heart rate being 196/58, having a deadly asthma attack, being stabilized at Steve Biko and then sent to Tshwane District Hospital at 3 in the morning, being shown away. Let's just quickly finish up. If you're only receiving this video, please go watch the previous video. It will contextualize what I'm saying. So then I'm not going to fight. I physically do not have the power to fight. After the asthma attack I had that literally incapacitated me, they injected me in my leg with something which I'm believing is adrenaline, stabilizing me, everything, and then being shown away at Tshwane because he asks me, "Uyakai." I walk up friendly, "Hi, sir," the whole vibe. And he's just like, "Uyakai." I'm like, "From Steve Biko, I give the paper. I'm nice. Just no, go back to there. Go back to where you come from." I'm like, "Sir, they referred me here. They say they're an academic hospital." I iterate everything the previous doctor says. He has absolute vitriol and hate, and he is just on like a different level. And I got so angry in that moment that I did say something that I shouldn't have, and I could sense there's a very racial tone to the way that he's speaking to me, because otherwise he wouldn't have started in a language which he probably can deduce is not my home language. I mean, Afrikaans is my home language, but we're speaking English. This is a public hospital. So then I say to him, "Listen, I'm not the one. I'm not these white people that you think that you're used to, that you have a perception of, the white people that you have a perception of. I'm not like that." He still didn't want to help me. So it's not even about that. And I go back to Tshwane District Hospital, and the doctor is like, "I can't believe he showed you away. I cannot believe he showed you away." So he calls the doctor, he writes a whole inscription on there, "Patient denied, healthcare, patient denied treatment." I will post everything in the comment section just so we know that everything that I say is in fact factual, and with times and dates and everything. It's awesome. Because I do want the HPCSA to get involved, because this isn't about me. This happened more than a month ago. Vengeance isn't mine. I know this. This is not for me. This is for every single person that goes through the state hospitals. Some of them die. We know people. You see it on TikTok all the time, people that die in public hospitals because of sepsis. And I know people also die of sepsis in other hospitals, but I personally have had so many horror stories of public hospitals, like when I broke my back, both my pregnancies in Steve Biko Hospital. So I am speaking from a place of experience, and I've never reported anyone, but now it has culminated to a point where something needs to be done, because I feel that people that have hatred in their hearts, people that are motivated by evil intentions, for instance, racists, many of those people decide to go into public health care or other positions of power in government to lord over other people and make their lives difficult. So it's not just my prerogative to speak about it, it's my duty. This is how I feel after seeing the video yesterday. So he calls the doctor and he's like, "No, you're gonna take her. You're gonna take her in." And then he just comes to me and he's like, no. Like, I would advise you, here's an asthma pump. I would advise you to go back after 7, after their shift changed, because he's like that. And I'm like, wow. That is literally against my human rights. It's against my rights as a patient. I pray to God that there are CCTV cameras that can verify my demeanor on this specific day, but he literally denied me any treatment, not based on verbal abuse, physical abuse, anything. As I said, I was physically too weak to even be extreme as I am on this video. I'm extreme like this because I'm sick and tired of people gaslighting patients and saying, oh, we're treating you like this because you're abusive. No, I'm not an abusive person. I'm a very, very kind, generous, and loving person. So I'm angry for all the people dying because of some people's actual hatred or slash lack of knowledge or slash laziness or slash, slash is a or like negligence or whatever it may be. I don't want this to happen anymore. I want people to receive proper healthcare. And yes, obviously as a patient, it's very important to be respectful. Please go check out my post over 2 years ago on how I spoke of another experience of a person almost dying in my room when I broke my back, and me saying, wow, we need to respect healthcare workers. We need to look out for them. We need to respect them. My grandfather was a doctor. My grandmother was a nurse. My aunt was a nurse. I respect healthcare professionals as I do all people. But I'm sick of this gaslighting going on in South Africa, where people just get to make a completely fake narrative based on whatever they want to use as a smokescreen. And so after 7, I went back. Long story short, they tested my blood, and I went for a chest x-ray, and the doctor gave me a paper with a barcode on, and she said, go to your nearest clinic, they'll have the results. I'm like, okay, doctor, but I literally feel like death. Watch the previous video. I feel like I'm still having a heart attack. And I mean, with that heart rate, I was probably having a heart attack. There is a test you can do where they see if your body released a certain enzyme, and that indicates a heart attack. Blood tests were ordered, right? I get to the clinic a few days later, like they lost the blood tests. There's no blood tests on the system. So then they take blood tests again, yeah? And I all the while I have this like pain here. It's indicative of something that is extremely wrong with me. Like the whole vibe, the Google AI vibe that says heart attack, all of it. Lost the blood tests. It's okay. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Your when I was still at Tshwane, they said, oh, your chest x-rays show that there is likely an infection of both lungs. So yes, thank you. They did give me antibiotics, and they did give me Duolin and stuff like that to remedy me and get me back on track. But what's going on in the public hospital space in South Africa? Why is there such an apparent lack of empathy? Not from all, but from some people. Let's say, in my experience, more than, or I would say at least 30% of public healthcare providers that I have come across have been absolutely unkind or negligent, or just don't care. What's going on? And I think we as South Africans need to do something about it. I don't know what. I would love for doctors and nurses and just the general public to please comment on this video as well as the previous one. This doesn't come from a place of hatred. Obviously, if I'm animated, you have to understand I almost died. And I'm alive, praise God for that. But how many people are not? How many people die and it's just over? It's unacceptable. We need to do something about this as South Africans. And we need to stop being gaslit by public healthcare providers.